Hello again, ladies and gentlemen, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy, and it's Friday, so you know what that means. This week we have a lot of awesome stuff to talk about, so let's get right to it. First up, let's take a look at what Google updated this week. Google's search was updated again and now has improved transportation reminders for buses and trains, as well as the ability to update your flight status if you're planning to fly somewhere. YouTube reportedly introduced 1440 support in their mobile app, but it appears as though it's only available on some devices some of the time, which is not unlike their current 1080p settings. Lastly, Google Play Music All Access was rolled out to 9 new countries in South and Central America, including Ecuador, Paraguay, the Dominican Republic, Panama, Nicaragua, and others. LibreOffice has announced that they're going to be porting their popular Office suite to mobile, starting with Android. According to the announcement, they'll be bringing it to Android first because apparently about 90% of their code is already all good to run on Android. Open source and open document fans should be happy about this move because open document support has been pretty much absent on mobile so far. There's no word yet on when it'll be done, but we do know that it's being worked on. HTC is trying something a little bit different by releasing their exclusive applications for everyone to use. Word is that they'll be releasing HTC Zoe first, which is a feature on the One series that lets you put some photos together with a soundtrack to create a Zoe, or essentially a slideshow with music. This is an interesting move because it's been apropos for OEMs to not release their proprietary apps because those are the features that make their devices unique. Apparently HTC is done with all that and they're going in a more software-oriented direction. The application formerly known as XBMC, now called Kodi, has been spotted working on Android TV. There really isn't all that much to say here. A Google Plus user whose name I don't feel like butchering this week made a few tweaks to XBMC source, compiled it, and it ran surprisingly well on his Android TV developer box. This is good news if you're into Kodi, and it's definitely encouraging that it ran pretty much flawlessly with minimal effort. For some people, this means they'll be buying an Android TV device when they eventually come out. In our last bit of news this week, Microsoft has announced that Xbox One will soon be able to stream television to Android. Most Xbox and Android owners are familiar with the Smart Glass application. For now, it's a fun little remote, but it doesn't do much more than that. After this planned update, you'll be able to use the application to stream TV shows from your Xbox One to your Android device. So far, it's only been announced, so we don't know too many of the details, which means keep an eye out because we'll know more soon. So who wants to see some trending applications? As usual, if you want to check any of these applications out, you can find the links in the written companion, which is in the video description below. Your Window Weather is a newer weather application that focuses more on design than on functionality. It does show the weather and you can view hour-by-hour forecasts using a very attractive slider feature. It looks nice and comes with a live wallpaper if you want it to look even nicer. It lacks some features, but it makes up for it with good looks. Google Plus got a couple of updates in the last week or so. Included in the update was a lightly tweaked UI that doesn't look all that different, but it's one of those you'll know it when you see it kind of things. Also included was Chromecast support, so you can now cast your photos and videos directly to your TV through the application, which was actually kind of cool. T-Mobile has released an application that promises to unlock devices on their network so they can be used on other networks. Right now, it only works on the Samsung Avant, but we expect support for more devices to roll out eventually. Seriously, it only works for the Avant, so giving it a 1-star rating because it doesn't support all devices yet is kinda stupid. Don't be that guy. No one likes that guy. Duet is a new minimal brain teaser game that is actually quite a bit of fun, and those who tune in every week know I don't usually prefer minimal games. This one mixes an atmospheric soundtrack with simple graphics and a difficult to master gameplay premise where you must rotate 2 balls around objects and avoid collisions. The core game is free and you can get extra stuff if you fork out the $3. TapPath is a new application from Chris Lacey, who also brought us Link Bubble. With this application, you can actually choose how links are opened. If you single click, it'll open a web browser, but you can also double click or triple click and have it do things like automatically add the link to Pocket or do other things with other applications. It's pretty useful and can save people a ton of time, so you should definitely check it out. If you want to stay up to date on the latest and greatest in Android news and reviews, I recommend going to AndroidAuthority.com, clicking on the little menu thingy, and heading to our apps section where you'll see our latest news, reviews, our Indie App of the Day segment, and our Meet the Dev segment. Once again, I'm Joe Hindy, the Android Authority app guy. Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and if you want to follow Android Authority, myself, or the rest of the video team, you can find our social media links in the video description below. If you're hanging out for a minute, we have a couple of awesome videos for you to watch right over there, and linked down below in the video description for you folks on mobile. Finally, don't forget to check out the written companion in the video description below because that's where all of the download links are. As always, thanks for watching everybody, and have a wonderful day.